Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Bourbon Brothers. My name is Gavin.
And I'm Jeff.
And we have another special review for you today. Another one of the bottles from the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection. This is George T. Stagg, 2013 release. George T. Stagg is bottled at 128.2 proof this year. It is only the second time in 14 releases that it's been under the 130, so that has actually dropped down into the 120 proofs. So it's a little lower proof this year, and it's actually a little bit younger. George T. Stagg is usually going to be 17 years old. But again, this was 15 years and 11 months. And we purchased this guy, very difficult to find, but we found it, and it was $99 on the store.
Yeah, so the antique collection, they have limited releases every fall. George T. Stagg is probably the most popular one, which also makes it the hardest to find. George T. Stagg gets its name from one of the original founders of the George T. Stagg distillery. George went along with E.H. Taylor, helped to build this brand in the 1800s, and they were one of four that made it through the Prohibition period while remaining open. George was the sort of the financial end. E.H. Taylor, he helped to build the distillery and then was sort of had the recipe. But now George T. Stagg is evolved into Buffalo Trace. So originally it was George T. Stagg Distilleries, and over time it's become Buffalo Trace. Sure. So this bottle of George T. Stagg helps to honor the one of the founders of this distillery.
Yeah, great. So let's go ahead and get into some nosing.
Definitely gets a sweet nose, but it's balanced. It's not overly sweet. You also get some some caramel candy, tobacco a little bit in there, and some vanilla as well. Adds a little sweetness to it. Certainly
some tobacco. Also getting a little bit of Bananas Fosters, Jeff.
Oh, Banana Fosters.
Bananas Fosters, as well as some sugar, some burnt sugar. There's also some floral notes here.
Yeah, you get a little subtle floral, but certainly the sweetness I think is the driving factor on the nose.
A little bit of chocolate as well.
Yeah, you get a little bit of almost like a fudgy chocolate. Yep.
Yeah, definitely fudge, as I would say. All right, well, let's taste it.
Cheers.
Wow, that's great.
This is very enjoyable. You use some vanilla, some brown sugar. You still have the like I said, the nose was very sweet. There's still some sweetness to the bourbon itself.
Yeah, certainly fudge is predominant. We got that from the nose, even stronger now on the taste. And some rye elements to this, some black pepper, some cinnamon, some spice follow.
Yeah. It's got a little bit of a warmness to it, but by no means overpowering.
Yeah, certainly.
Just with this high of a bourbon and alcohol content, you're gonna have a little bit of warmth, but it's enjoyable.
Yeah, the heat's there, but the flavors present themselves in a manner that presents very little burn.
Yeah, definitely.
So I guess finish-wise, still getting a little bit of black pepper, still getting a little bit of that fudge on the finish. It's pretty medium to long finish, I would say. It's still there.
Yeah, I agree. It's certainly medium to long. I think it's a good range for it.
Yeah, certainly it's still keeping me warm.
So as far as the review goes, what are you thinking here with this year's Stagg edition?
I mean, this is actually one that does meet my expectations this year. I think it's a great bourbon at 128th proof. The flavors are there. The flavors are bold.
Yeah, no, you definitely get bold flavors. It's it's annually. It's known as one of the the top bourbons that people are trying to get. Helps create the scarcity with it, but bourbon industry, a lot of reviews rate it very highly, and I think this is certainly a quality product this year.
Yeah, absolutely, and it was fun looking for it, and we look forward to hunting down the 2014 release. I think I would say that I give this an easy 9.7.
Slightly under, maybe 9.2, 9.3 ballpark for me. Definitely, a lot of good bold flavors, like you said. It's still smooth though, even with the the higher alcohol content. It's definitely very enjoyable.
Again, if you find anything with Stagg on the bottle, pick it up. You'll be happy you did.
Certainly.
Thank you for watching another episode of the Bourbon Brothers. Remember, you can find us on Twitter at @Blunden_bourbon and online at blundenbourbonreview.blogspot.com.